All right, everyone, for this walk around, we're going to be looking at patches. This is a CH-53A/D, so named because when it was in service in the Vietnam War, it got shot up so many times on rescue missions that had to be patched up a lot. Here we got the right-hand engine, right-hand sponson. So this is interesting for a helicopter of this type, as it is an A model on the right side and a D model on the left side. As you'll see when we go around the side of it. The helicopter was used in Vietnam for rescue missions, as well as some transport duty. And post-war, it was used as a ground repairs trainer for both the A and D models of the Sea Stallion helicopter. We've got the tail end with the 4-blade rotor. And the cargo ramp. You'll have to pardon any noise coming from the local traffic. We'll come back to this later. Here's the left-hand side. And the external fuel tank for the D model. It was removed from storage in 1980, sent to the Naval Air Technical Training Center, Millington in Memphis. And that was when it had its left-hand side turned into a D model. Became a training aid in basic helicopter maintenance school. In November of 2013, it arrived at the museum on loan from the National Aviation Museum in Pensacola, Florida. Powered by two General Electric T64 turboshaft engines, generating 2,850 horsepower, shaft horsepower each. Could reach a max speed of 195 miles an hour and a service ceiling of 16,700 feet. Had a crew of 2 pilots and a crew chief. Could carry up to 55 troops, 24 stretchers, or, a Jeep or two. Had a 6-bladed main rotor, 72 foot in diameter, 88 feet 6 inches long, 24 feet 11 inches tall, at the tallest part anyway. Range of 280 miles, and a max takeoff weight of 42,000 pounds. We call it patches because it had 251 bullet holes in the airframe that had to be patched over the years from its time in Vietnam. Alright, so let's head inside this thing. I'm not an expert at this, but I think that's some sort of infrared suppression. Maybe an engine cooling device. Coming back up into the helicopter. This is a first for the series here. We'll be getting in the helicopter. On the right hand side of the helicopter, you can see we've got a couple of stretchers, or at least one stretcher and one really long seat. We've got some this is the air conditioner system right here, I think. some aftermarket dome lights. There's the instructor's panel for the chip detectors and whatnot. Radio. Some more stuff there. Junction box. Whole bunch of stuff that I don't know what it does. And of course, the side door, which will be kept closed for now. And there's the cockpit, which is in good enough shape. Could use a bath. There's your collective and cyclic over there, rotopels and whatnot, engine instruments, 6-pack. Coming back over here. More radio equipment, along with a couple pictures of Mike Antar, who was one of the main guys for this helicopter during its time in Vietnam. Here's part of the rotor shaft system up here. And a train, because, you know, North Fort Worth. You can see one of the rotor blades up through there. And another one right there. Pardon the, what looks like a bird's nest. Which should surprise no one. We had a couple of King Stallion windshield wiper arms donated. Those look to be carbon fiber. Yep, that's what the sign says. And of course, here we've got the exit sign. And ending things off on the tail skid. That's so that when the helicopter makes a hard landing, it doesn't bump its tail back into the ground and break it off. It's got a little bit of a hydraulic there. And there's the tail rotor again. Well, there we have it. The Sikorsky CH-53 Sea Stallion, known as Patches.